Hi, Omon. Let me know, guys, if you can see me and hear me clearly in the chat, please. Good evening. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, Vinay. Thanks, Pankaj. Thank you, Anchal. Can you guys see me and hear me clearly, guys? Good evening, Lajit. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you, Pratima, for joining. Yeah, you can see me and hear me, right? What I'll do is I'll quickly share my screen, okay, and let me know when if you are able to see from there. Okay, let me know, guys, if you can see my screen. Right, good, good. Okay, let's get going, guys, right? Okay, so we are like, we have quite a bit of participation today, so let's get going. Lovely, the screen is visible, I am audible, so let's start. One second. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining today, guys. So today's live stream, we'll have like 60 minutes of interaction. Okay, so we'll start with some sample questions and answers like last time. Okay, and we'll be taking one question, solving it, moving on to the next question. Okay, and like last time, I have some free coupons for you guys for my live for my best-selling course on Udemy. Okay, but like last time, there will be a bit of change from the way we held the quiz last time. Okay, so thank you, Kalyan Mandi. Thank you for that. Okay, congratulations to your wife. Okay, right. So, and in the next, what we'll do is we'll introduce the PMP and CAPM boot camps from Techcanvass. Okay, so today's live stream is sponsored by Techcanvass, so they are quite a good institute, like a PMI training provider who gives provides PMP and CAPM boot camps. So they are like really good boot camps, and I would definitely recommend them. Okay, if you are trying to get through like an instructor led boot camp. Okay, and we'll talk that in some time today during the session, and then we'll open up for the Q&A, so you can ask me anything which you want for your PMP exam preparation, any questions, any doubts, but we'll try to close the session within like 60-70 minutes. Okay, good. Right, so what you need to do, guys, you need to set your resolution to 720p for best viewing experience. Okay, this time, because last time there was a bit of an issue in terms of resolution. So just go to your YouTube settings right here, and you can select the 720p settings from here. Okay, so I'll just wait for you guys to just change that settings. Okay, just change it to 720p. Okay, so that at least you will be able to view it with good streaming quality. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so Anchal, today we are doing like a live stream on YouTube. Next week, same day, Sunday, we'll go back to Lighthall. Okay, so I just also divide my sessions over Lighthall and YouTube as well, because all of you who are in YouTube may not be on Lighthall, so I just want to play a bit fair there. Okay, good. Okay, so I hope you have set your resolutions, guys, to 720p. That means that you can view it clearly, whatever we'll be talking today. Okay, good. Okay, so a bit of introduction, guys, quickly. Most of you like know me by now, but maybe some of you who are new to the session. So I belong from India. Okay, in the eastern part of India, there is a city called Kolkata. I belong from there. Currently, I'm based out of London in the United Kingdom. Okay, uh, I am working with NHS UK, the National Health Service, as a project manager. I was working with Procter and Gamble, okay, for like 6 to 7 years, but recently I changed my job, and I am working with NHS now as a project manager, senior project manager, let's say. Okay, I have over like 10 years of experience over healthcare, FMCG, power and utility, okay, and skills in terms of project management, process automation, manufacturing excellence, right? So in terms of my subscriber base, so you guys, thanks to you guys for putting your trust in me. So I have about like 25,000 of you guys on YouTube and about 6,000 of you guys on LinkedIn, right? Good. In terms of my family, I'm married. My wife, she's a doctor with NHS. Okay, and my hobbies are like traveling and cooking. Okay, good. So that's a bit about me. Now, how PMP with Ray has helped like aspirants like you. Okay, so I've just included some screenshots of recognition which I have received from you guys, and I'm really proud to receive that from you guys, because that is the whole intent of this initiative, right? To see you guys successful on the other end of the whole journey, right? So these are some of the screenshot, guys, which I have included from like LinkedIn. So you see that people have been accomplished, people have passed the PMP exam on their very first attempt, and they have said and extended their special thanks and gratitude to me. These are some of the other like mentions over LinkedIn which I have got. Okay, I'll just quickly browse through it. By most of you are aware by now. Okay, so these are some of the YouTube comments which I have received for people who have passed the PMP exam. So thank you all for sending those comments over to me. Okay, good. And I think this is some feedbacks which I had received from my Udemy course, which is like the best selling in the market as of now. So you can go to Udemy and type PMP mock exam simulator. Okay, and you will definitely see my course at least in the top rank, or at least in the like first, second, or third rank. Okay, so it's one of the best selling courses on Udemy, and it has received over like 4.5 star reviews on a 5 star review. So thank you all for that as well, because at the end of the day I receive good reviews because you are able to you find that whole exam simulator helpful, right? So that's why I receive good reviews. Okay, so I have 5 free coupons, guys, for this best-selling mock exam simulator on Udemy today for you guys. Okay, so we'll get in a bit in terms of understanding how you can win those coupons. Okay, we'll be trying to keep it very simple this time. Okay, so and we'll be very transparent. Okay, so we'll not there was last time there was a bit of confusion between you guys of who was first, who was last. Okay, but I have changed the structure of the quiz this time, so that at least we are very transparent and open. Okay, this time. Good. Thank you everyone who has joined. Okay, I'm just not reading the chats now. Okay, so I'll just move on with the presentation, and we'll come back to the chats in some time. Okay. Right. Maybe some of you who has joined already, please welcome others. Okay. And if the resolution is not set to 720p, please set it to 720p. Okay. Now, for the rest of you, all of you, okay, so who are attending the session today on a Sunday, so I have a great discount offer for you guys as well for my Udemy course. So the rest of you who will not be able to win those coupons, okay, so I have a great discount offer for you. That's like 70% of discount, okay, on my Udemy course. Okay, and that is the maximum discount which Udemy allows me to offer. Okay, so I'm providing that discount to all of you guys for my Udemy course. So if you have not registered for my Udemy course yet, since you are attending the session today, you will get like exclusive access to the 70% discount voucher. Okay, but for that you need to stay with me till the end of the session. Okay, good. Right. Okay. So now let's start with the PMP exam quiz. Okay. So we'll have 5 questions and answers, guys. Okay. So we'll start with that. Okay. But before that, let's discuss about the rules of the quiz. Okay. So rule number 1, very important. We'll solve 5 question and answers. Okay. And you will get like 2 to 3 minutes for each of the questions. Okay. So no hurry. Okay. So take your time and you will get 2 to 3 minutes for each of the questions. Okay. Point number 2, you will see a Google link, okay, in the chat window, right, where you are posting your comments, okay, for each question. So there will be like 5 Google links. So these are like Google Forms, okay, for each of the 5 questions, okay. So I'll post the first link. You will click on that link, answer the question. We'll come back and discuss the answers, okay, and we go back to the second question, okay. So for 5 questions, you will have 5 Google links, okay. You need to log in through your mobile or through your laptop, wherever you are viewing this live stream, okay, via this Google link, okay, and you have to log in with your Gmail ID, okay. So use the Gmail ID which you generally use, and if you are logging through one Gmail ID, keep it the same for the rest of the 5 questions, so that I can like accumulate the answers and we can see that who has performed well and who will be able to win those free coupons at the end of the full quiz, okay. Point number 4, we will discuss the answer to each question after I disable the Google form. Okay, so I'll stop the Google form. I'll keep it open for like 2 to 3 minutes. Take your time, go ahead and answer the questions, and then I'll stop the Google form. Okay, so that at least none of you can post any more response. And from there we go. Okay, and one who will answer all the 5 questions correctly, guys. So let me repeat. I want you to answer all the 5 questions correctly to receive the free vouchers for my best-selling Udemy course. Okay, so you need to focus on accuracy, guys. Okay, not on speed. It's a learning session, guys. I want you to focus now more on accuracy rather than speed. Okay, so you need to get all the 5 questions correct, guys, to receive the free vouchers. Okay, so that's very clear. Okay, right. Next, a few watchouts, guys, which you need to keep in mind. Very important. Okay, number 1, please log in via the same Gmail ID for all the 5 questions. Okay, which is but obvious because I will be like collating answers for each one of you with one ID of yours. So use that same ID for all the 5 questions. Okay, do not commit typo, guys. Okay, so do not like while entering your Gmail ID, please enter it correctly so that at least it aggregates at a final level when I'll be calculating the scores for all the 5 questions. Okay, good. Okay, point number 3, you will have sufficient time to read and log in your answers, guys. Okay, so you need not to hurry. So I'll give you like 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, take your time, read the questions, use your analysis, whatever you have learned till now. Okay, mark the answer. Okay, so you need not to hurry because point number 4, I am focusing more on accuracy, okay, rather than speed. Let me have some water. Good. And number 5, and it's a disclaimer, guys, it's a privacy policy. By participating in the quiz, you give me consent to share your email ID with me, which I will only use to share the free coupons after the end of the quiz. Okay, I do not intend to use your email IDs for any other promotion, purpose, communication, etc. Okay, so your email ID will be safe with me, and I'll only use it to share the free coupons after today's session. Okay, so that's a disclaimer, guys, privacy policy, right? Very good. Let's go. Okay, so you guys ready? Okay, let me see some comments there. If you guys are ready, okay, you can have your mobile with you or you can use your laptop wherever you are logging in from. Okay, let me wait for some comments coming through. Very good. Pankaj, Vinay, Nitin, Omon, Kevin, SRK, Prasenjit. Very good, very good. Okay, good. Let me just do one thing. Let me just copy the first link. Okay, go here. Okay, so there goes the link to the first question, guys. I'll display it here as well. This is your first question. Okay, let's go. Okay, mark your answers. It's a bit easy one to start with. Let's go. Mark your answer, guys. I'll wait for like 3 minutes. Okay, sufficient time. This is the first question, and I hope that once you sign in with your Gmail ID, it will not ask you to sign in anymore. So we are good there. Okay, so please click on that link which I have just posted. That's the first question. Okay, don't type the answers in the chat window, guys. Okay, you have to log in your answers within the Google form, okay, to be considered for the quiz calculation of of your performance. Okay, so please don't type answers in the chat window. Let me just see if the answers are coming through. Okay, good. I have like 28 responses. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Okay, I'll wait for some more time. I will paste the link once again, guys, in the chat window. Maybe few of you have not have seen the link. I'll paste it once more. Okay. Go ahead and mark your answers with that link. Okay. Focus on accuracy, guys. We are not talking of speed here. Remember that whosoever will be having all the 5 questions answered correctly will win the coupon. Okay, if it is all of you, it's all of you. I don't care. Okay, but you need to answer all the questions correctly. I'm giving you time, guys. Please sign in. Otherwise, your responses will not be registered. Okay, 30 seconds more, guys. Okay. Okay, I have received like 58 responses. Let's wait for some more time. Okay, guys, now what I will do is I will stop the responses now. Okay. I have stopped the responses now, guys. So I have received like 60 responses. Okay. Now let's go back and talk the solution. Okay. Now, what is the core goal for delivery of a project managed through agile methodology? Okay, so agile is a very important topic for your PMP exam, so you need to be aware of the core goal for the delivery of agile projects. Okay, speed of execution, no, that's not the core goal of delivery, guys, because if you deliver a project with speed, if it doesn't deliver the end value, it doesn't matter how quickly you have delivered the project. So that's a wrong answer. Option B, managing cost. That's also not the correct answer, guys, because in the end, your intent is not managing costs. Okay, it's delivering the value. Okay, the end value of the product. Okay, correctness of solution. That's also not your intent of agile project. Okay, yes, you have to be correct. Okay, but in the end, you can't like take like endless amount of time to get the correct solution. Okay, so you need to deliver, you need to be aware of the schedule constraints of the client as well. Okay, so the correct answer to this question is, guys, option D. Okay, customer value via frequent deliveries and feedbacks. Okay, so that is the correct answer to this first question, right? Because in the end, agile projects focuses on delivering value. Okay, with frequent deliveries like iterations or like sprints that you do. Okay, and that's the intent of the agile project. Okay, now let me just see how many of you have answered the question correctly. So what I'll do is I'll be transparent here and I'll show you how am I calculating that. Okay, so give me just 1 second. Okay, let me hold on for a second. Now, let me know. I'll be shifting my screen to a new window, guys. Let me know when it's visible. Okay, let me know when the screen is visible, guys. Okay, so if you can see the screen, guys, so all of your responses has come here. Okay, so most of you I see you have answered correctly. Okay, so what I'll do is here I will just filter out the correct options. Okay, so the correct answer. So data. Okay, create a filter, and I will only filter out the correct option, which is customer value via frequent deliveries and feedback. Okay, so I see that all of you here have answered the first question correctly. So all of you have scored like 1 point. Okay, now I have a separate Excel sheet where I'll be taking these numbers for you. I will be sharing that in the end, but as of now, let me just copy whatever has come correct. Okay. Okay, guys, so that's done. I will just save that for now. Right. Okay. Let me go back to the first question now. Okay, so all of you have answered that correctly. I have collected all the responses for the correct answers. Let me close that and let me go back to the presentation again. Right. Okay. So we have answered the first question, guys. So you know the drill now. Okay. So we will now move on to the second question, right? So what I'll do is similar drill. I will copy paste the link in the chat window, right? Okay. So let me just do that. Okay. So the second question, guys. Okay. The link is in the chat window. Please go ahead and answer the question. Okay, the same drill, guys. Log in with the Google Form link and mark your answer. Good. It should be quicker this time because it will not ask you to log in. And if you are feeling that my talking is disturbing you, you can mute me for some time. But this is just for people who have joined now. Okay, please mark your answer to this question. Okay, I'm getting responses, guys. Let's go. We are at question 2 now. Okay, we are at question 2. Don't mention your answers in the chat window, guys, otherwise it will not get recorded. Please do it in the Google form. Okay. We are at question 2 now. Okay, question 3 will come in a while. Okay, guys, 30 more seconds. I'll close the form for responses. Okay, I have got like 64 responses, 65 there. Let's go, guys. 10 more seconds. We will declare the winners in the end, so that may be a surprise. Okay, but we need to discuss the answers now. Okay, guys, I will stop the response. Okay, I will stop the response and let me go back to you. Right. Okay. I've disabled the form, guys. So let me just discuss the answer to this question. Okay. So what it's saying is, it's saying that Timothy is a project manager and he's getting his team ready for a director level review. Okay. So director is like a very high level review, which you are doing. Okay. For a set of cost optimization projects, which he is leading. He has a slot of 30 minutes on the day of visit to his director to cover the review, okay, of 3 projects which he is leading in the portfolio, okay. And that's why he needs to be very crisp and clear in his communication, okay. Which of the following should Timothy use in his presentation to provide a schedule update, okay, to his director? So what you need to know, guys, you need to know that, let's say one by one, Gantt chart is like a level 2 or a level 3 breakdown of your project. If you have used Microsoft project, you have seen that Gantt chart is like continues for like 50, 60 rows, okay. That's not really a good way to communicate the snapshot of a project. Like the director, maybe it's like he has 30 seconds or 1 minute to just understand and get a feel of where your project is standing, okay. So you don't have like a half an hour slot to just talk to him across the projects, okay. So Gantt chart is a wrong option. WBS dictionary, yes, that's also a wrong option, guys, because in WBS dictionary you have the details of your WBSs, okay. It doesn't give you the crisp and clear snapshot of the project, so that's also not the correct answer. Schedule management plan, it's also a wrong answer, guys, because in schedule management plan you actually talk about how you will manage the schedule, what type of schedule compression techniques you will use, what type of schedule acceleration techniques you will use, crashing, fast tracking, and all those stuff, right? Okay, so answer number C is also not correct. So the correct answer to this question is option D, okay, which is the milestone chart, okay. So let me just quickly show you how a milestone chart looks like, okay. Let me just stop sharing the screen, okay, and I'll just show you how a milestone chart looks like, okay. Give me just 1 second. Right. I'm just sharing this milestone chart with you guys. So this is how a milestone chart actually looks like, and it's a very visual, very effective way of communicating where your project stands. Okay. So for example, you can build this this milestone chart in MS Project as well. Okay. So you display like this. Okay. And once you display it, you can talk your director, talk your like band 5, band 6 managers. Okay, in your organization through this milestone. Okay, and you can like mark ticks and everything also. Okay, mentioning that, okay, like for example, if I'm here, I'll say that, okay, so these activities are complete and I'm like entering June, and these are the thing left, etc., etc. So it in the end it gives a very good snapshot of where your project lies. Okay, so that's why the answer to this question is option D, which is the milestone chart. Okay, now let me just share my screen as well and show you how many of you have answered the question correctly. Okay, so what I'll do is I will go there. Okay, so if you have see, I have stopped my responses there. Okay, now yeah, I've got 68 responses. Let me create a spreadsheet. Okay, and see how many of you have have the correct answer. Right. Okay, so I see that fair, like let's say 50% of you have answered it correctly. Okay, but rest of you had answered it incorrectly. But I think the most important takeaway is why you know that Gantt chart is an incorrect option. Okay, why WBS dictionary is a incorrect option. Okay, and why milestone chart is a correct option. That is the learning, guys, and that's what I would want you to take away from these kind of sessions. Okay, right, let me do the similar drill. Let me like calculate how many of you have answered it correctly and take it in my calculation sheet. So I'll go to data, create a filter. Okay, so I will clear all and I will only take the milestone chart answers. Okay, right. So this is so these are the people who have answered it as milestone chart. So I will just copy these. I'll display the calculations sheet at the end of the live stream, guys. Okay, so I'll copy these and I will go to my calculation sheet and I will paste that. Okay. Good. So all of your responses have been recorded. Okay. So I think let me just show you how I've done that, guys. So I think it's the same sheet, which is, so let me just share my screen, entire screen I'll share with you. Okay. So you'll be able to see. So what I'm doing is I have like calculated it here. So I have just taken a filter, okay, of whosoever have you answered it correctly. So if I clear all the filters, so this is the whole response sheet which I have received. And what I'm doing now is I'm just applying the filter, okay, creating a filter, okay, and just taking only the milestone chart options, which are the correct options. Okay, so if you see here, these are the people who have answered the question correctly. Okay, if I do a count, let me do a quick count. It's like 37. Okay, and what I'm doing also here, I'm just copy pasting that in this chart. So I'll show that to you how I'm calculating the final numbers. Okay, we'll use the magic of pivot table of Excel. Okay, good. Let me just go back to my screen again. Okay, right. Okay, 1 second. Right. So let me just share my screen, reading view, share. Okay, so we are back here. Good. Right. So we have got the first two questions, guys. Let's move on. Okay, now I'll pause here for a moment and I will introduce Tech Canvas boot camps of PMP and CAPM. Now, guys, I think let's pause here and we'll go back to the quiz again. Okay, so we often are faced with these kind of questions, guys, right? So, for example, how do I get into project management without any prior experience? Okay, or let's say, how do I meet the eligibility criteria of PMP if I don't have a project management experience in the end? Because if you know that PMP asks for like 3 years or 5 years of project management experience. Okay, so here actually, guys, what is very important that you understand that CAPM plays a lot of potential. Okay, so for example, if you are someone who doesn't have a full-fledged experience of leading projects, okay, so what you can do is you do a CAPM, okay, that gives you a credential, okay, of entering into the project management community. Okay, and from there what you can do is you can actually start as an assistant project manager or as an associate project manager, and then build your capability, build your experience, build your career in a field of project management. Okay, so CAPM and PMP both go hand in hand. PMP is more for experienced people who has by default got experience of project management, has been lucky enough from the beginning of their career. Okay, but CAPM is something which is very useful for people who doesn't have that experience of project management in the beginning. Okay, but can do it once they have got the CAPM certification. And what Lighthall is doing, guys, they are doing a very good job in terms of giving a nice experience of the whole CAPM training package and the PMP training package. Okay, so I will just share my screen and just show you what they're doing. So I will just share my screen. So this is their portal, guys. That's the portal of Tech Canvas. So the first thing what you need to do is whenever you are going to any education provider, okay, for PMP, for CAPM, you first need to check this certificate of authenticity. Okay, so whether they are actually PMI authorized training providers or not. Okay, so that's like very important. So for example, if this badge, if I click here, you will see that it goes directly to Credly, and it's showing that if you click on verify, it will actually show that yes, so it's a verified badge, and it's like Tech Canvas is actually a verified authorized training provider for your PMP or CAPM. So this is very important, guys. You perform this step of verification whenever you are registering for any education provider. Okay, so I'm very happy that I'm promoting Tech Canvas, and it meets all those criteria of being like a proper authorized training provider. Okay, so this is the first check which you need to do whenever you are taking up any course. Okay, so if you see in the PMP certification training, they are providing a 20% off. That's a great discount they are providing. They have a full money back guarantee, so your money is protected. You don't have you don't like the course, you can talk with them to give them back. So give they provide you a 180 days of access. They have over 2000 mock questions, guys. That's really good. Okay, so you are able to practice your knowledge through all of these mock questions. Okay, so that's a very good offering which they are providing. Okay, and they will provide you the 35 PDUs on course completion as well. Okay, that's good. So in terms of if you don't have the 35 PDUs which is required for your PMP exam application, you can go ahead and actually do that here as well. Okay, so these are few stuff which they have mentioned, and authorized instructors, online and offline experts, special workshops. Okay, a huge question bank. Okay, so it's a really good course, guys. I think you should definitely consider taking up this course. Okay, from Tech Canvas, and you see some verified reviews as well from people who have actually taken this course and have successfully passed the PMP exam. Okay, so they have flashcards, mathematical formulas, crossword puzzles, whatnot. Okay, so do consider, guys. Okay, if you are willing to go for like an instructor led one-to-one session, you if you directly value some one-to-one interactions during your PMP exam preparation. Okay, you should definitely go ahead and check this course. Okay, in terms of authorized training instructors, you have Robin, you have Rakesh, and they are offering a reasonable discount, guys, at the moment. Okay, so it's a good time if you want to register for their course. Okay, I'll quickly talk about the CAPM offering, guys. I think it's similar, guys. If you click on here, you will also see that it's like registered. Okay, I'll post both of the links now in a moment in my chat window. Okay, but in terms of in an entry level project management training, they have a very good CAPM course as well. Okay. And as it mentions that who are eligible for course, you want to start your career in project management, it's very important that you consider having a CAPM certification. Okay. So real life projects, case studies, okay, they give an access to MS Project as well. Okay, hands-on training on MS Project, it's really good. MS Project is something which you'll be using a lot during your project management career. Okay, flashcards, mind maps, okay, a lot of things, guys, a lot of things. Okay, and it's a very thorough course. I have really checked out this course, and it provides a lot of thorough understanding of CAPM as well. The prices are similar to PMP, so it's fairly well priced for you. Okay, so do consider these courses, guys. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll quickly go and paste the links there in my chat window. Okay, so it's already there pinned, but I'll just check it, paste it once again. So let me just go there. Okay, so that's the first one, which is for the PMP. Okay, and I will paste the second one, which is for the CAPM. Okay, so I have pasted these two links, guys. Okay, so consider checking those links. Okay, do your due diligence, and I'm sure that Techcanvass is a reliable institute, and you can take up the certifications so from their offerings. Okay, and they are like uh, it's they're offering a really good price on the courses as well. Okay, good. Okay, so with that, what I'll do is I'll quickly jump on to the quiz again. Okay, so let me just share my screen. I think we are doing good on time. Okay, so the same drill, guys. I'll be posting the link. Okay, and you need to go and answer the questions there. Okay, so let me go back to that one. Okay, right. So we talked this. Okay, so a way into getting into project management. Okay, if you don't have the required experience, consider CAPM. Okay, question number 3, guys. Okay, let's go. I'll post the link right now in the chat window. Give me just 1 second. Let's go, guys. Question number 3. This will need a bit of your calculations. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Okay, log in with your email ID, guys. Okay, I've seen the responses started to come in. That's good. Few formulas, yes, you need to memorize. Okay, few critical formulas of EVM you need to memorize. It's simple formulas, guys. Okay, Bala, please register your responses in the Google form. Okay, Let's go, guys. Let's have the responses coming through. We'll give it another minute, guys. I have about like 40 responses. It's about like 90 of you watching. So it's about like less than 40% have responded. So let's get the responses, guys, in the Google form. I see few of you have joined. So I will just post the question link once again for you. Okay. You need to click on those links and register your response in the Google Sheet. I have about like 46 responses. I'm hoping that you are doing your calculations, guys. So I'll give it a few minutes more. Okay. Okay, guys, 30 seconds more. I'll close the quiz just for the interest of time. Okay. That's very nice of you, Calvin. Okay, guys, I will close the form now. Okay. And we'll discuss the options and we'll see who has answered it correctly. Okay. I'm closing the response now. Okay, guys, let's discuss. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so the BAC for a project is 40,000. Okay, EV is 25,000. AC is 30,000. The cumulative cost performance index stands at 0.8, which is the CPI is at 0.8. what is the EAC for the project, considering that work to be completed at a planned rate. Okay, to answer this question, guys, you need to understand the different formulas of EAC, which is like very important. Okay, what I'll do now is I'll just share that on the screen so that you know that what I'm referring to. Okay, right. So if you see here, guys, you will see that where did it go? One second. Yeah. So formula for calculating EAC. Okay. So these are the 4 different scenarios, guys, for calculating the formulas of EAC. Okay. Just take a screenshot of this one. Just take a picture from your mobile phone, but keep it in your like records for your learning. Okay. So EAC is AC plus bottoms up ETC when the initial estimates are fundamentally flawed. EAC is calculated by BAC by cumulative CPI when the variance is built up. Okay, but you plan to keep on spending the same way without any corrective action. Okay. EAC is AC plus BAC minus EV. Okay, when work is completed at a planned rate. Okay, after corrections, if any. Okay, no planning of overspending further. Okay, and there is another formula which is a bit tricky one. When deadlines for the projects are very tight and cost is mainly due to crashing of activities. Okay, so take a picture of this one, guys. Keep it in your records. Okay. This is very important to understand that which EAC formula to use in which scenario. Okay. That's very important for you to understand. Okay. So for this scenario, which is question number 3, we'll be using this formula, which is AC plus BAC minus EV. Okay. Because it is mentioned that the work is completed at a planned rate. Okay. And there is no plans of overspending further. Okay. So if you use this calculation of EAC, that is AC plus BAC minus EV, that's 30,000. Okay, your BAC is 40,000, and EV is 25,000, right? So your final answer is 70,000 minus 25,000, which is 45,000, guys. Okay, that's option A, 45,000. That is the correct answer to question number 3. It's very important, guys, you take a note of these 4 variants of calculating EAC. They are like very important, guys. Okay, and you will encounter this a lot in your PMP exam preparation. Okay, whenever you think of calculating EACs. Okay, depends on the scenarios. Right, good. So let me just go back. Okay, right, let me just see how many of you have answered the question correctly. Okay, let me just share my screen there. Okay, not this one. I will just share the whole screen. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, the entire screen. Okay, so let me see how many of you have answered the question correctly. Hopefully you'll be able to see my screen right now on your window. Right, so the correct answer to this question is 45,000, and let me see how many of you have answered it correctly. Okay, so I have created the filter. Okay, clear all, and 45,000 is the correct answer. Okay, so these are the people who have answered the question correctly. Congratulations, that was a bit tough one. Okay, but of course this is very important that you understand the formulas of EAC. Okay, and what scenarios it links to. Okay, so I will just take that and keep it for my records in the final score sheet. Okay, good, save that one. Okay, so these are the people who have answered it at 45,000. Good one. Okay, now let me go back quickly to the next question. Okay, similar drill. Okay, the answer is not 50K, guys. I mentioned it in my previous comments. Okay, the formula which you need to use is EAC equal to AC plus BAC minus EV. Okay. Let's go. Next question, guys. I will post the link also in the chat window. Oh, why am I not able to post the link? 1 second. One second, yeah. That's your link, guys. Sorry, it took some time. So focus on the fourth question, guys. Okay, so don't fret yourselves for the third question. We can discuss it later in the email over discussions later. Okay, but now focus on the fourth question. Okay, the answer is 45,000, guys. Okay, if you have marked anything else, it's wrong. It's important you understand why it's wrong. Okay, but as of now, focus on question number 4, please. No, Calvin, these questions are not from Techcanvass. They are mine. Let's go, guys. Let's mark the answers for question number 3. Sorry, question number 4. Apologies. I've got like 42 responses. Let's go, guys. Okay, guys, 30 seconds more. Okay, guys, I've got like 60 responses. I'll close it in like 10 seconds from now. Okay. Okay, I'm stopping the response, guys. Okay, for question number 4. Okay, and let me just share with you the results. Okay. Okay, let's say first discuss the answer for this one. Okay. So for that, let me just show one stuff which I have kept for you. Right. One second. Okay, which is this one. Okay, right. So what you see on the screen, guys, is the importance of table number 1.4 of PMBOK 6. Okay, so what is mentioned in the question is you have done your qualitative risk analysis and you have done your quantitative risk analysis. Okay, what is your next step? Okay, and this is where this table is very important, guys, for you to understand. Okay, the sequence of activities. Okay, so if you know it, it's a cakewalk for you. You know the correct answer is planning risk responses. Okay, which is I think is option number C or D. I'll just check that in a moment. Okay, but the correct answer is planning risk responses, because as per the table 1.4 of PMBOK 6, you see that after you do your qualitative risk analysis and quantitative risk analysis, you have your plan risk responses, okay, which is your answer. I have a very good video on my YouTube channel as well, guys. So memorizing the 49 processes of PMBOK, okay, using logic and pattern. So you can watch that video. That gives you like a logical sequence of how you should memorize these steps. Okay, because sometimes it will become important for you to actually analyze this step. Okay, right. So the correct answer to the question is plan risk responses. Okay, and let me see that how many of you have answered it correctly. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just check my response sheet. Okay, and then share that with you as well. I do the calculation, right? Okay, so let's see how many of you have mentioned plan risk responses. Okay, so let me just go there. Data filter, and I filter by clear all filters, and I plan risk responses. Okay, that's your correct answer. Okay, so how many of you have got it correct? Quite a few of you have got it correct, guys. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll copy your emails and keep it with me for the final sheet. Okay, I'm doing it a bit quick because we are already 1 hour into the session and we'll have a few Q&As to do as well in the end. Okay, so let me just do that quickly. Okay, so that's done. I have saved that one. Let me just quickly go back to my final sheet. Okay. Right. Next question, guys. Next question. Okay. Question number 5. Let's go. Oops. Sorry about that. Let's go. I will paste the link right now in the chat box. Okay. This is the last question, guys. Okay. And we'll have the winners after that. Link to question number 5, guys. Let's go. You need to mention the answers through the Google Forms. Okay. Please log in your answers through the Google form. Let's go, guys. Maybe another minute or so. Okay, please log in your answers. I've received only 35 responses. There is about hundreds of you attending. So let's go. Okay, guys, I'm giving you a bit of time to log in the answers, guys, because I need you to focus on accuracy. If it is a bit slow, apologies for that, but at least I need to take care of every student in my classroom. Okay, so some of you may be having login issues, so I'm giving you a bit of more time for that. So I would suggest that you be a bit patient. Okay, maybe 30 seconds more for question number 5, guys. We'll close. Okay, I'm still receiving the answers. Okay, guys, I'm stopping the response. Okay, I'll stop the response sheet and I'll share with you the solution. Okay, so let's discuss this one, guys. Okay, you are the project manager and two of your team members are having conflict between themselves. Okay, and you decide to call both of them. Okay, and you need to facilitate a discussion. So what type of conflict resolutions technique you are using here? Okay, withdrawal is wrong, guys, because you are not withdrawing from the full scenario. That's a wrong option. Okay, smoothing, you are not doing any smoothing, guys. Smoothing is it's a lose-lose situation. Okay, so both the parties lose. Okay, and that's how you smooth out a conflict. Okay, no one comes out a winner and everybody goes home like sad. So that's why smoothing is a wrong option. Collaborating, it's a correct option, guys. That's option C, collaborating, because you as a servant leader, you are collaborating with your team members to come up with a solution. Okay, and that's the final intent of being a servant leader. And forcing is also a wrong option. Okay, so the correct answer to this question is option C, which is collaborating. Okay, now let me see how many of you has answered it correctly. Okay, right. Okay, let's go. Let me just quickly check how many of you have answered the question correctly. Just for the sake of time, I'll not share the screen anymore. I hope I have shown you how I'm doing that. You have to trust me. So what I'll do is I'll just take the your responses and take the ones which you have answered collaborating. Okay, so I will take the responses here. We have answered collaborating. I will keep that here, and that's goes here. Okay, right. Okay, guys, I think we have completed the quiz. So let me just calculate the winners here. Okay, give me just 1 second. I think we'll make it a bit more quick next time. Okay, I see all of your comments, feedbacks. That's fair. Okay, so we will try to do it a bit more quicker, but bear with me today since I'm doing it for the first time for you. Okay, so I will do like a pivot chart. Second. Okay. One second, guys. Just do the pivot chart. Okay, we have the winners, guys. I'm just displaying that now for you. Thank you for your patience. Right, so if you see, guys, that's the pivot table, and let's see who has been the winners for today. Okay, it's Nitin, Jaganith 983 and SJS 399. Okay, so both of you have answered the questions correctly. Okay, so that's the maximum 5 responses which you have provided. I hope you are able to see my screen, guys. Let me just see if you're able to see that. Right, okay. So that's really good, guys. Okay, so I have the winners here. So thank you for all for participating. Okay, so that's both of you, Nitin and who is this one MDU at Zenith. Okay, so both of you have answered all the 5 questions correctly. Okay, but that's so I have like 2 coupons provided for you. Okay, for answering the maximum number of questions correctly. Okay, so we give out 2 coupons today, Nitin and MDU. Okay, for answering all the questions correctly. Okay, so good, guys. Okay, I'll just display it once more for you guys. Okay, so that at least you can see who has answered all the questions correctly. Okay, good. Okay, guys, that's the winners. Okay, congratulations. Okay, but okay, as you know, guys, right? So for all of you, I have this 70% discount voucher for you for tonight. Okay, where actually you can redeem that. Okay, with limited there's a limited availability, guys, so please make sure you renew that. Okay, so I'm just pasting that, guys, for you. Okay, that's there. Okay, so that's the 70% discount voucher, guys. So I'll just paste the coupon code for you once again. That's a 70% discount for all of you guys, okay, who have attended the live stream today. Okay, the next session is on Sunday, guys. It's on Lighthall. Okay, I'll just paste the link in a moment. Okay, okay, so that's the coupon code, guys, for 70% discounts, and I congratulate today's winner who are Nitin and MDU at Zenith. Okay, maybe I don't know your name, but thank you, Nitin and MDU at Zenith, for answering all the 5 questions correctly today. Okay, in the quiz. So thank you for that. Okay, good, guys. So what I'll do is I'll go back to my sharing screen and we can end the session for today. Okay, one second. So thank you all for attending the session, guys. Please let me know in the comment section how you felt about the session. Okay, uh, I hope that it went to a bit long, but flipping with screens and that, but at least I wanted to be fair with everyone in terms of helping you understand that, okay, how I am calculating the winners. Okay, but next time I'll be a bit more crisp in terms of providing you you a bit more pace in the session, so that we can do like more number of questions. Okay, so Oman, the coupon is for my Udemy course. Okay, for my Udemy course. Okay, so for my Udemy course, guys, so all of you who have stayed with me, it's about 100 of you still with me, so thank you. It feels really overwhelming, and really I'm really thankful for you guys for staying back with me for so long and attending the session, being patient. Okay, so I'm just pasting that once again. So that's the link, guys, for my Udemy course. Okay, so next week, guys, we are meeting on Lighthall. Okay, so that's the standard sessions that we do on Lighthall. I'll paste the link as well here. Okay, so next week we'll meet on Lighthall. Okay, so one second. That's my Lighthall class link, guys. Okay, so we are meeting next week on Lighthall, and we'll be going through a bit more Q&As and stuff like that. Okay, but I hope you have found today's session useful, guys. We have solved quite a bit of Q&As. We have tried to understand that, okay, what the question, which answers are correct, which answers are wrong. And when we understand which answers are wrong, it's very also it consolidates your whole preparation level, right? It's not about only answering questions correctly. Okay, it's also important to understand why wrong answers are wrong. Okay, right. Okay, guys, thank you for attending the session today, guys. What I'll do is I'll end the session now. It's being like 1 hour 15 minutes into the session. And if you have any questions, guys, I'm just putting down my email ID. Okay, I hope I'm sorry that I was not able to answer all of your questions today in the live stream, but if you email me, you know that I respond back to you. Okay, so if you have any burning questions, okay, please email me. Okay, so please email me in the email ID which I have just mentioned in the chat window. Okay, so please email me back. And also, again, congratulations to the winners, Nitin and MDU at Zenith. Okay, for answering all the 5 questions correctly in today's session. I'll post this screenshot of this results window in my LinkedIn group. So maybe you can go and check that as well later tomorrow or so. Okay. So thank you, guys. Have a lovely week ahead, which is coming up. Okay. And I will end the live stream now. Thank you. Bye bye.